Have you ever disagreed with a manager? It's a question that seems simple, but in an interview room, it can make or break your chances. Why? Because how you handle disagreement reveals more than just your communication skills. It shows your emotional intelligence, your ability to work in a team, and most importantly, whether you can handle authority with respect and professionalism. So how do you answer this question without sounding rebellious, disrespectful, or negative? Let's break it down. Core strategy: explaining the approach. First, understand what the interviewer is really asking. They don't want to know if you've argued. They want to know if you can handle conflict in a healthy, constructive way. That means your answer should show. You listened first. You remained calm and professional. You had a valid reason. And you focused on the solution, not just the disagreement. The STAR method is your best friend here. Let's recall what STAR stands for. S, situation. T, task. A, action. R, result. This framework helps you explain real-life situations in a structured, mature, and impressive way. Let's now look at some strong examples, starting with freshers. Example 1. Fresher, academic project conflict. Situation. During my final year engineering project, our team decided to implement a specific algorithm suggested by our mentor. Task. As the team's research lead, I was responsible for verifying the algorithm's efficiency and feasibility. Action. After testing it, I realized it was outdated and would not perform well with our dataset. I respectfully discussed my concerns with the mentor, supported by performance data and 2 alternative solutions I had explored. Result: the mentor appreciated my initiative. We revised the algorithm, and the final model performed significantly better. Our project was even shortlisted for an inter-college tech fest. This example shows maturity, technical understanding, and the ability to disagree respectfully with authority. Example 2. Fresher, internship disagreement. Situation. During my internship at a marketing firm, my manager assigned me a repetitive task of manually updating spreadsheets. Task. My job was to complete the task daily, but I noticed it was time-consuming and error-prone. Action. I proposed using a simple script to automate the process. Initially, the manager was hesitant, but I demonstrated a prototype and explained the time savings. Result: the manager approved it, and the new process saved over 2 hours daily. The manager later thanked me for bringing fresh perspective and initiative. This shows problem-solving and respectful communication from a fresher's point of view. Example 3. Fresher, classroom situation, with a professor. Situation. In one of our seminars, a professor made a statement that I felt was slightly outdated, particularly about current trends in artificial intelligence. Task. I felt the need to clarify the topic because I had recently read new research that contradicted the claim. Action. I waited until the end of the session, then politely asked if I could share a new study I had read. I emailed the paper to the professor later. Result: the professor acknowledged the new perspective in the next class and encouraged everyone to keep researching beyond textbooks. It created a healthy learning environment for all. Even in a classroom, how you disagree matters. This approach shows confidence, humility, and initiative. Now, examples for experienced professionals. Let's explore how experienced candidates can answer this with impact. Example 1. Experienced, project timeline disagreement. Situation. At my previous job as a software engineer, a manager proposed an aggressive deadline for a complex module. Task: I had to ensure the code met high-quality standards without burning out the team. Action: I scheduled a one-on-one with the manager, presented a revised timeline with reasons, and offered a compromise. Deliver a basic version on the original date and roll out advanced features later. Result: the manager agreed. The delivery was smooth, and the phased rollout was better received by users. It built trust between us and showed I could lead under pressure. This story demonstrates negotiation skills, leadership, and concern for both product and team well-being. Example 2. Experienced, strategy, conflict with manager, situation. In my role as a digital marketing lead, my manager wanted to invest heavily in paid ads, despite low conversion from previous campaigns. Task. My responsibility was to improve ROI on all campaigns. Action. I gathered performance data, conducted A/B testing with smaller budgets, and presented alternative strategies focused on SEO and content marketing. Result. After seeing the improved ROI from organic channels, the manager shifted budget allocation. The campaign performance improved by 40% in the next quarter. This highlights strategic thinking, data-driven decision-making, and the ability to challenge respectfully. Example 3. Experienced team resource dispute. Situation. As a senior team lead, I was asked to lend one of my top developers to another urgent project. Task. While I understood the urgency, it would have delayed our own deadline significantly. Action. I met with the manager, explained the risk with data, and proposed an alternative, assigning a junior member temporarily while I supervised both tasks. Result, my plan was accepted. Both projects met their deadlines, and the junior member gained valuable experience. This story reflects responsibility, flexibility, and big-picture thinking. Closing thoughts wrap up the lesson. As you can see, the key is not to avoid the question, it's to reframe it. Disagreements will happen. What matters is how you handle them. So when you're asked, have you ever disagreed with a manager? Don't freeze, don't panic. Instead, choose a real example. Use the STAR method. Show maturity, focus on the outcome, not the conflict. And always show respect. Because being able to disagree professionally is not a weakness. It's a strength, one that every employer is looking for. If you found this video valuable, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel, and set the bell icon to all for notifications. Feel free to leave a respectful comment. Vulgar or inappropriate comments will be blocked. See you in the next video.